Hey, what up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Text Clicker Heroes. Right, let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode, we started loading up Weapon Wet, and he's fucking rocking hardcore. He's rocking and rolling right now. And this episode, we're gonna do some more rock and rolling with Weapon Wet. Last episode, I also had a really nice review of Pokemon Sun and Moon. This episode, I'm not gonna talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon, just because I don't want to give away any spoilers to anyone who hasn't played the game. Once again, even if you're like not even planning on playing the game, even if you like literally hate Pokemon, I'm not going to spoil this for you because I still think you should play it, even though you hate it, and experience it for yourself because it's really, really good. Just the chance that you might play it in the future accidentally while in a coma. I don't know, man. I don't know how life works, but just in case you at some point change your mind, to accidentally forget that you hate it and you play it. There you go. That's why I'm going to spoil it too much or not talk too much more about that. But what shall I talk about though? I mean, if you guys want to know, I did watch another movie recently. It was after or before War Dogs. I don't know if I did like a full review on War Dogs, but I definitely talked a little bit about the movie and what I liked and disliked. And Jonah Hill's character was a pretty fun time there. But I did watch another movie. What movie was that? Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my Google Play Movies account. Google Play Movies. Recently. It's definitely not on my wish list. Account? No, my play activity. Here we go. My play activity. No play activities. What? No, let's go to account. There you go. Order history. Oh, that's right. After I watched War Dogs, it was definitely after. I remember now. I watched The Infiltrator, guys. The Infiltrator, which I wrongly phrased at work as the informant, because in the movie The Infiltrator they say the word informant like 5,000 times, and I know of the movie Informant with Matt Damon, and I was just like, oh yeah, I watched The Informant, you guys. Everyone thought I was talking about the Matt Damon movie. No, I'm talking about The Infiltrator, which is the Bryan Cranston movie, where he pretends to be, he goes undercover to as he's an FBI agent or a DEA agent. I forget what he is. He's a man of the law. I think it is FBI actually. And he goes undercover to expose what was it? Who's the big drug guy? Narcos. It's Pablo Escobar. Yeah, it's Pablo Escobar. He wants to he's the guy who went undercover and wanted to expose all these dudes by becoming a different person and to doing money things. There's a lot of money stuff going on. But he's got a fiance. No, he's got a wife and 2 kids. But of course, he's got to pretend to be like he's like a fucking gangster or whatever, handling money like a G or whatever, so you can get super close to the cartels, fucking top dogs, and that way you can record all the conversations and then bust them and shit. And it's an interesting movie, mostly because it was so easy. I don't know if it was that easy for the people to infiltrate in real life, because Pablo Escobar, it's real and it's based on a true story. I don't know if it was that easy to straight up just infiltrate everything that they fucking did, and I guess it is. It's just he was just yeah, I make lots of money and I like to make more money, so yeah, let's talk business together. And they're just yeah, all right, let's fucking do it. And then the one part where he almost dies, I guess, is, and it wasn't about anything that had to do with him being undercover either. It was just a random chance moment. I believe he needed to pass a test to be accepted by the cartel's biggest I don't know, some type of dude, drug pusher. I don't know. He looked like a fucking like one of those African gangsters who lives in the jungle and whatnot, has tents and whatnot, and just carries AKs around and whatnot. It was a Spanish dude though, and they were in one of those like tents, and the dude just like pushes Bryan Cranston into a room. There's a CIA agent who's been following him around, like in that same room. They're both on their knees, and there's this dude just up there, like some sort of like shaman or whatever, and he's doing some weird rituals with like chickens. He like breaks a chicken's neck and starts pouring blood all over the place on like these altars and whatnot. And he's just like, just like chanting a bunch of stuff. And he like looks at the CIA dude and he asks him what his name is, and he puts some weird like talisman on his forehead. And the CIA dude told him his name, or I don't know, like it could have been a wrong name, but he did some more like ritualistic shit, and then he just gets shot in the head. And then Bryan Cranston's turn. The guy like drops the same talisman in front of his feet. It orients itself in an interesting way, and the shaman like picks it up and he's like, huh, interesting. And he puts the talisman up against his head and he's like, tell me your name. And he's like, oh, it's and he gives his fake name. It's really funny because he doesn't give his real name, he gives his fake name, the one he's undercover with. And the dude does some more ritualistic bullshit with chicken blood and whatever, and he's like, alright, you passed. Stand up. Get the fuck out of here. And Bryan Cranston was just so shocked because he could have just like I don't know, just from understanding, looking at things, understanding stuff, Earth, life. One could say it's just like a 50-50 chance of him surviving. But this talisman, when he dropped it in front of Bryan Cranston's feet, it did like legitimately orient itself in like a strange manner. So it could have even been like less than 50% chance of surviving here. Just because that was like, it looked like that was the thing that saved his life. The fact that some weird like talisman oriented itself in a strange manner upon being dropped by the shaman, and he's just like, oh, impressive. The gods favor you, sir. And I was just like, oh, they must, because that looked like he could have just straight up died like right then and there, which would have made for a terrible movie. It's just like, oh, he's infiltrating, he's getting to know all these dudes, he's all the way up at the upper echelons, he's talking to these like really shady banks and whatnot. And then he gets to this place and it's just like, oh no, sorry, fucking talisman, it oriented itself in this way, so now we have to shoot you in the head. And he just dies right there. And it's just like, wow. that would have been really shitty, not only for like the movie purposes, but also just for like the undercover officer in real life who's doing that. Be like, well, okay, this is where I am. Just luck. Just straight luck-based loss of life here, That sucks. That sucks. Like, did everyone in the fucking cartel have to go through this, like, fucking shaman? Or only, like, people that are outside of, like, Brazil or something? Or Colombia, I forget where it is. But only people outside of, like, the immediate, like, cultural family or something have to go through this ritual to, like, to be a part of them. I was just very curious about that. But yeah, otherwise, like, yeah, my impression of the movie, it was fine. I don't have too much like what's it called? I didn't have too many gripes about it. Like, there's nothing wrong with it really. It's a nicely crafted film. It's just like I don't know. It just felt too easy. It just felt like, oh, okay, all right. So he wins. Good shit. He wins and everyone else loses. There were some nice moments. There are some interesting like character development stuff going on. Some emotional stuff happening, depending on like whether or not they felt at that moment what they were doing is right, because they're deceiving everyone. It's it's normal like fucking lying to people's faces shit. Because apparently one of the higher ups dudes with Pablo Escobar, he's a pretty cool dude. He's got a really nice wife, great kid. They hang out with each other cooks for him. He's like, wow, I want a fucking best friend like this. He's fucking not only like super rich and handsome and fucking got a great family and super fun to hang out with, and he cooks, but also he's like, you know, he's a fucking badass dude who fucking runs fucking cocaine and shit. That's a great dude right there. That is a lifelong friendship right there, my man. I'm telling you, Bryan Cranston, you fucked that shit up. Congratulations. You just lost the best thing that ever happened to you. So I've been rambling quite a bit about this one movie here, The Infiltrator. It's, you know, well, what kind of film is this? I tell you what, when I watched Imperium with Daniel Radcliffe, it was a whole nother field. While at the same time having like a similar feel to it. It's weird, right? The different feel is that this one felt a lot more like suspenseful, because there are like many moments in Imperium where it's like, oh shit, this cover's about to be blown, or oh my god, oh what, oh they know, get out of there, you know, a lot more moments. Whereas in The Infiltrator, I believe there's only one moment, and it gets resolved very quickly. So there's a lot more of that, but at the same time, one more time, Imperium, Daniel Radcliffe, once again, it just felt too easy. Like, yes, there were like those like suspenseful moments where it's like, oh, he could be found out right now. But then, you know, Daniel Radcliffe just does his thing and he talks his way out of it, and you're just like, oh, good job, Daniel Radcliffe. That was very skillful of you. That's I guess that's the problem with movies these days. Like, you can't have a conflict for too long, because people start getting uncomfortable with dudes. Are you seeing this? We're slowing down. That is definite slowdown right there, and we're only at 13:25. All right, now we know. I mean, I was keeping track. I was looking, paying attention, and when we got to level 1,000, so once again, it's just like, oh, it's water off a duck's back. Well, you know, we're just doing the naturalist of natural things, and that's which is just beating monsters to death forever. But now, yeah, you can see it. There's definite 100% slowdown going on, and that's only at like level 1350 or something. We still have to get this guy to level 1500, which I don't think is going to happen. Even with me like pretending like, oh look at this, oh see, we're beating dudes instantaneously still, oh we just gotta like keep an eye on our levels right here, and you know, just level it up accordingly. It's not gonna happen here, because we still have like 100 levels to go after this next one right here. And yes, we are, well, once I leveled them up, boom, killing things instantly. Excuse me, but yeah, see, did you see all those ticks on that boss at 3670? Yeah, by the time we get to level 1500, it's going to slow down significantly, I believe. Yeah, and we just got 3 chests, and it still didn't give us the next 25 levels. Okay, alright. What do I got? I got, in 12 minutes, I got a Quick Miss gift, and then I got a ruby. That's nice. Got a lot of things going on. I'm glad my mercenaries are helping me out here. So, there we go. Once again, killing stuff instantaneously, but there you go. There's that slowdown. Yeah, I don't think this is time to guild Betty Clicker then. I thought it would have been the time. I thought we were there, but I guess not. I guess like next episode, then instead of talking about other weird shit like we did in the past progression episode, I think it was like episode 288. We'll instead do a lower episode on Wet, because it's, you know, it's long overdue. I said I was gonna do one on episode 288, but I guess I'll just do it on episode 290. What's it called? A lore episode on Wet, which is gonna be fun, because here's a sneak peek, a spoiler, sneak peek of the type of stuff that we might be talking about when we cover Wet's lore on the next episode, the progression episode, and that is the fact that none of his abilities have any text on them except for their names. and there's only 4 words describing his character, as opposed to this guy who's got a fucking paragraph, and everyone else who's got a fucking paragraph as well. So that's gonna be a fun time. You think there's not gonna be much lore on this guy, but I beg to differ. Okay, I am going to be doing my research on this man, Wet Wild Wet, and we will have our we will have our lore episode. I guarantee it. Anyhoozle, we got to level 1500, but look at this. Even after leveling up to level 1500, it's still slowed down. We're still not instantaneously killing the enemies. So we're gonna call it here. No switching guilds to Betty Clicker. Sticking it, keeping it on Wet Wild Wet for the next ascension. Of course, I'm going to switch it to Betty Clicker and then Midas when I'm leveling up, because it doesn't cost that much to switch guilds when you have 715 billion Hero Cells. But on our next ascension, we're going to keep it so that we're starting with the Wet Wild Wet once more. So, alright, so like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series thus far. I know I am, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out. Whoops. Peace out.